So he literally pulls this bottle out of his pocket. He says to me, I want to tell you why I created this, and who I created for, and why it's so different than anything else out there. I'm like, cool. So he takes this bottle out. He says, first thing, he says, let's talk about packaging in the beauty business. I said, okay, cool. He said, if you look today, there's some really cool packaging, in the professional industry. I think Alterna, when they first came out, their bottles were really cool. But there's some professional products today that don't look as good as drugstore products do. And he says to me, when's the last time that you've been in a drugstore and went down the shampoo aisle? I said, I don't, I'm a hairdresser. He goes, guys, this is interesting. Next time you go to the grocery store, go down the shampoo aisle. There's several hairdressers, famous hairdressers that have got their line of product. John Frieda's got a line in there. Crystal's got a line in there. Sammy's got a line. Client doesn't know. They see a famous hairdresser. Looks good. Smells good, and it's $7.95. Why are they going to come in this line and buy a $25 bottle of shampoo? He says, so the packaging has got to be timeless and classic. He says, what I wanted to create, follow me, I wanted to create a product that had a Chanel look and a Chanel feel. If you're familiar with Chanel, the designer, look at our logo. This is very Chanel-ish. Juan is actually friends with the Chanel family. This year, they're celebrating their 75th anniversary. Chanel has never changed their imagery, their logo, or their look. So what it is, it's timeless and classic. We didn't want to put a product line in that every 5 years we had to change the packaging. And we wanted something that was elegant, that was unique, that was gender friendly. So I'm looking, I'm going, cool. He says, next thing, grab every retail product in the industry, the bottle, and it's all made with the exact same PVC plastic. It's a very inexpensive plastic. So what Juwan did, he went outside of the beauty business to the pharmaceutical and cosmetic industry. And if you felt our bottles, it's called Soft Touch. It's got almost like a velourish type of feel to it. It's actually the most expensive bottle in the industry. So I'm sitting there going, okay, this is cool. It's got a Chanel look and a Chanel feel. He says, who we are, ready? We are celebrity endorsed, hairdresser driven. And what I mean by that, Juwan's one of the last hairdressers whose name's on the bottle of product and still works in a salon cutting hair. And I was in a salon Friday and I said to the staff, I said, there is no such person as a Mr. Bumble and Bumble. There is no Mr. Redkin. There is a Juwan. There is a Kevin Murphy. So that's what's kind of cool with both of these lines. You got them both that are owned by hairdressers, which is kind of neat. So I'm okay, hairdresser driven, celebrity endorsed, cool look, cool feel. This is where the line is different, guys. He said, who I want to create this for. This is where it'll separate itself from Kevin Murphy. Not good or bad, but it's for the right client. He says, I created this for my clients that want a lot of volume, they want movement, they want texture, they want hold, but what they don't want in their hair is any resins or a polymer or weight in their hair. So for the first time in the industry, what Juwan has created is what we call a weightless delivery system. And you'll see that today when I start to let you feel the product and use it. What I mean by that, if we look at our firmest gel that we make, this is called gel. And look how thick this gel is. Now when I worked for Redken, if you ever see a bottle of Redken, they created what they call the hold factor system. And what that means, there is a number on the front of a Redken bottle. 0 is water, which means there's no hold. 30 is like concrete, you can't move the hair. This thick, firm hold gel, ready? It only has a hold factor of 4. So what does that mean? For the first time, I could take a thick, firm hold gel, apply it to baby fine hair, blow it dry, get the volume, the fullness, and the hold of the gel. But if you run your hands through your hair, you will feel nothing in the hair at all. This has never been done before. This has never been done in the industry. That's what you're looking for, and so is a lot of people. Our whole line, especially our styling and finishing, people go, which product is for fine hair? All of our products are for fine hair. All of our products are for medium hair. All of our products are for coarse hair. We judge our styling products on the hold the client wants, not the type of hair to put it on. Never been done in the industry before. So I'm sitting there and going, wow, Juwan, this is really cool. This is something I can see, a weightless delivery system. Next thing he says to me, 7.5 years ago, he was never on the East Coast, he goes, I got to ask you, how bad is diversion on the East Coast? And we all know what diversion is in this room. Professional products showing up in unprofessional places. I said, Juwan, it's terrible. So he gives me the bottle. He says, do you notice anything missing off the back of my bottle? And I looked, and I looked, and I looked. I said, yeah, you know what? There's no barcode. He goes, exactly. We're the only professional hair care company in the beauty business in the world that does not barcode our bottles. What does that mean? Rite Aid, Sam's Club, Target, CVS, Walgreens, nobody will carry a product unless it's barcoded. So guess what? Everybody talks about how they're trying to stop diversion. This man is doing something about it. And not to knock other brands, they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars saying, oh, we're trying to stop diversion. Really, if you want to stop diversion, excuse my language, take off the barcode off the back of the bottle, there will be no diversion. So guess what? You know that this can't be sold anywhere. It's not going to be in Ulta, not in trade secrets. It's staying in the, and I love that about that man. Next thing, if you read just about any bottle in the industry, it'll tell you manufactured for Paul Mitchell, manufactured for, manufactured for, manufactured for. If you read the back of our bottle, it says manufactured by Juwan. Juwan is the hairdresser. His team and wife are chemists. So we manufacture our own product right there in Beverly Hills. We silk screen our bottles, we make our product, we fill it, we ship it from Beverly Hills to Beauty Scope, where the distributor is in this marketplace. There is no middleman in there. No middleman. So what we are considered in the industry is we are not, everybody goes, oh, are you like Aveda? Are you all natural? There is no such thing, guys, as an all natural product.
I like you already.
If it was all natural, you know what? It would have a shelf life of about 8 to 10 days, and it would be taken, it would not be. So what we are called organically infused. A lot of companies, they open the lid, they wave a leaf over it, something falls in. That's considered organic. We not only walk the walk, we talk the talk. Michael, did you get an opportunity, what we were talking about, how Juwan created us, and you guys don't mind, I'm going to go back a minute.
I heard some of it, but I'll watch the video back so you
Okay, that's okay. The main thing about this line, it separates us, and we're not here to compete with Kevin Murphy. We play very well together in this line. When Juwan created this, he created this for his clients that wanted volume, movement, texture, and hold. But what they didn't want in their hair is any weight, resonance, or polymers. Juwan has created the first weightless delivery system in the industry. And what I mean by that, ready?
Yep.
This is our first, when I worked for Redken, I was telling the girls about my background. When I worked for Redken, they created what they called the hold factor system. If you ever see a can of Redken product, I have a big number on it. Water is 0, no hold. 30 is like concrete, you can't move the hair. The firmest holding product in our whole brand is our gel. And look how thick this gel is. Ready? It only has a hold factor of 4. So for the first time in the industry, you can take a thick, firm old gel, apply it to baby fine cotton hair, blow it dry, get the volume, the fullness, and the hold of a gel. You'll run your hands through it, you will feel nothing in the hair.
Yeah, okay. I haven't tried it yet.
It's never been done before.
I know she did.
This has never been done in the professional beauty business before. So that's what separates us from everybody else. Now, guys, do I still have a couple clients that want that resin, crisper feel? Absolutely. I just don't take it from J. Beverly Hills. So you have to know who the client is. The other thing is we were talking about, and I'm sure Linda told you, we're the only professional hair care company in the industry that does not barcode our bottles.
We were wondering about that.
That's because there is no diversion. Rite Aid, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Sam's Club will not carry a product unless it has a barcode on it.
Nice.
So everybody talks about cutting diversion out. We're doing something about it.
That's awesome.
Also, if you read,
not driving my manager crazy.
Well,
but it's a good thing. We figured it out.
Well, and one of the things that Juwan is all about is keeping the business in the business, because he's one of the last hairdressers whose name's on a bottle and still works in any salon. The other thing is I was sharing with the girls, the bottling is different. This is called Soft Touch. He went outside of the beauty business in the pharmaceutical and cosmetic industry and got this. Also, if you read the back of just about every bottle in the industry, it'll say manufactured for whoever, manufactured for you for, manufactured for Paul Mitchell. If you read the back of our bottle, we are manufactured not for, by Juwan. Juwan is the hairdresser. His team and his wife are chemists. We manufacture everything in Beverly Hills. We silk screen our bottles. We do all of our filling right there in our plant. We ship it from Beverly Hills to Beauty Scope. There is no middleman involved. None. So that's how we keep the cost of our product down, and that's why we are still, we call this affordable luxury. So all of our shampoo, I was telling how this whole thing came out. I can tell you that. I don't want to bore you with the story. First of all, guys, if you're ready for this, all of our shampoos, ready, are sulfate-free. We all know the sulfate story, and that's detergent. And we all know what detergent does, it strips hair color. So all of our shampoos are sulfate-free, they are PABA-free, They are paraben free and they are sodium chloride free. So if you guys are doing still the Brazilian, keratin, Australian, German straightening systems, you can use all of our shampoos for that type of hair. Ready? Number 2. PABA is what they call a synthetic sunscreen that they put in, but what it also does, it strips hair color. Parabens are the wax that companies put in. Great example. I used Payatine for one time, and look at the shine it put on my hair. Ready? Parabens are the same thing that Johnson uses in no wax floors. So if you have a client come in and they're using an over-the-counter shampoo that's got parabens in it, eventually what that paraben, that wax is going to do is put a false cuticle on the hair, and eventually what's going to happen, your color will not be able to eat through that wax. So the color will look good when it leaves the salon. In 2 weeks they're going to say, you know what, it didn't last, it's fading. That's why. So just about every shampoo in the industry contains between 50 and 65% water. So every shampoo in this marketplace, professional, 50 to 65% water. Our shampoos, you ready, contain less than 20% water. So if you pick up a bottle of our shampoo and you feel the weight of this bottle, everybody goes, man, your shampoo, your bottles are heavy. It's not the bottle, it's all product. Joanne's mentality is, why should we charge you for water when you get it free at home? Give them product. All of our shampoos are just not for hair, they're also for skin. They're body washes as well too. So you can take these and use these if you go home there, okay? Color safe, like I said, they're just, the ingredient listing on this is incredible. Rule of thumb, if you guys can write this on your notes in gigantic letters, from the cleansers to the conditioners to the styling and finish, with this line, you need to use 1/2 to 1/3 less product. Less is more with this. So your cleansing technicians at the back bar, your shampoo people, they don't need to play a song on the pump and put all this in there.
Pay attention.
They are measured pumps, 1 pump. Now, because there's hardly any water in our shampoos, if I go and put Michael back in the bowl and just hit the shampoo from there to her wet hair, will it lather? Yes, it will. If you want to get optimum lather, put the pump into your hand, add a drop of water from the shampoo hose or in the shower to it first as a catalyst, get it to emulsify, and then lather. You'll get like lather out to here. Clients feel that they got to have a head full of lather to get their hair clean, when actually they really don't need to, but that's on that. So now you can see why the line is, where the points of difference is. The weightless delivery system, the PABA-free, paraben-free, sodium chloride-free, sulfate-free, and like I say, the botanicals and the organics with that. I think what's cool with our coffee table books, this is the new one, this is our old one. When you open this up, I was telling them, when you meet Juan, you've got to meet him. He's literally, this is a life-size picture of him right there, like that. That's him,
like walking around like
dancing.
That.
We joke
I've seen
about
it
that.
before.
And I said, well, we did have him blow it up. This is our new book. So Juwan looks a little bit more. I said, what's that, your high school yearbook? But here's what's cool with this, and the clients love this stuff. They're more into it. You open this up, it's about him. There's our clientele that uses the product. This is his brand new salon that he just opened up in Pasadena.
So
That's great.
And what I love about this, and I'll show you all of our salons, for a hairdresser to have an eye for detail, look how clean and simple. Very similar. This is, wait till I show you our salons. They look exactly like yours, black and white.
That's why,
immaculate.
see, that's why that guy thought this was a franchise from California.
Absolutely. Look, this looks like something, this looks like one of your salons. So that's our new salon. This is our chemist making our product in Beverly Hills that we showed you. This is the most important 2 pages, I think, in both of our books. This is the ingredient deck of the organics and the botanicals that we use. Clients want to know this. When they see that, wow, every day uses mango and rosemary, what does it do? They can go back to the glossary.
I love that. Where are those? Can we get those?
Well, you've got it. This is the old one. This is the new one.
Okay, good.
Now, same thing. Watch. There's Juwan. This is it. Now, I was telling the girls how, and Linda's met him, how humble this guy is, Michael. He does not want, this book was out for 5 years before he would let us put in there who the celebrities were that used it. Now, there's the celebrity listings in white.
Okay.
This is our brand new book. Look how he went and toned down the celebrities.
Right.
So you can barely see it. In other words, he didn't want a client to buy a product because Hillary Swank used it.
Right.
He wants them to buy it because it's a good product.
Yeah.
So what he did that's different in this book and the other, every product, for instance, that it, like every day, the main ingredient is mango. There's a picture of the mango in the background. See it? So every one, when you look at this and you see what this is, it'll be the key organic ingredient that makes the product work. And then the client, all she needs to do is go back to our botanical pages right here, and she can look and see what it does for her hair. So these are beautiful. I mean, if you feel it's got the same feel as what the bottles do as well, too. I mean, when you're dealing with this type of celebrity clientele and you're getting the money that these guys get for a hair, and I told these ladies what these guys get out in Beverly Hills for a haircut. I mean, you can't come out.
People bitch at 75.
What's that?
And people bitch at me for 75.
They get $3,500 for a
Yeah,
haircut.
it's crazy. And they should.
35.
I wish I could charge 35.
So what I was sharing with your staff, which is cool, is these guys do all the celebrities. So when we start coming in and doing the cutting, they're already forecasting a year to 2 years out what the color is going to be, what the shape of hair is going to be, what the cut's going to be. So, okay
Are
guys.
they basing that on something out of Europe though? Or where are they
No.
getting this projection?
These guys, and I know we want to, how much time do I have? Just so I know.
You know, I don't even know.
Because we just sit to when?
4:30.
Are you serious? I love you guys. These guys are the best.
Yeah, we gave you some time.
Damn, girl, now, good. All right, now I can relax. Great question. How did they, for instance, I was out there 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and who came into the salon was Hilary Swank, and Joanne was going to cut her hair for her new movie. I shouldn't be saying this, okay. So here's what happened. So she came in, she sat in the chair, in this chair, her hair was down to here, right? And the set director was here, and the production makeup artist, they said, Juwan, this is going to be a romantic comedy. It's going to be set in the late 80s, early 90s. Do your thing. And he had to create this haircut. And all of a sudden, and this haircut was beautiful. There are people that are just artists that have got it here. As I was sharing with them, when I first went out there, how I got this is because his main salon where Rodeo Drive shuts down every weekend and becomes an advanced cutting academy. And we've all been to cutting academies, and I was sharing with the staff, one of the challenges is you go to this, I've been to Bubbles, St. Martin, Parsons, Jinglestown, you go there, you're on a really cool, funky haircut. Then you come here to my Moline salon, and nobody wants the haircut. What good's learning a funky haircut if nobody wants it? So our artistic director, his name is Masaki. And Masaki creates our looks. This is one of the new looks, and I'll talk about this a little bit. All of our looks are salon oriented. So what happens when I went out there, Masaki stands up the first day of the academy and says, we're not here today, this was 7.5 years ago, we're not here today to teach you how to cut hair. That's good. We're not here to show you a new haircut. I'm sitting there, well, what am I here for? He says, what we're here to share with you is where we see the shape of hair is going to be for 2007, 2008. He says, what I'm going to show you in the next 2 days is 10 to 15 different cutting techniques. You have to create your own haircut, but keep it within the shape. And I was telling your staff, I was never challenged artistically like I was then. When we finished, after the couple of days we were there, you had to get up in front of the staff with your model, which is your mannequin, where you got the inspiration for the haircut. What was beautiful, there was 25 of the shapes that Masaki wanted to, but there was 25 completely different haircuts. And when you go, we were sharing too, when you go to an academy and you leave and everybody's mannequin looks exactly the same, that's called cookie cutter haircutting. That's no creativity. So that's why our education is different. You can see, when you start to see this product that I talk about, you'll see we're different than everybody else. And the price points of our products, everything. So here we go, guys. Each shampoo has got a compatible conditioner of the same name. Okay? So for instance, our very first shampoo, ready? And you'll see why this is different. This is called Everyday. This contains mango and rosemary. Yeah. Mango and rosemary. Now, it smells, it's like you can smell the mango. It's like you want to take a drink of this stuff. Yeah. Now, who this is for, now watch how different. This is for your clients that have got normal, and thank you guys for taking notes, because everything I'm going to tell you today is not on the back of the bottle. Directions on the back of the bottle are for our clients. What I'm sharing with you is hairdresser to hairdresser, using the product from the day of its inception. So who this is for your clients that have got ready, normal to slightly dry hair that needs a little bit of moisture. Normal to slightly dry hair that needs a little bit of moisture. Or clients that have got an oily scalp. Now that's almost an oxymoron. People go, well, how can the hair be normal to slightly dry or oily hair? Nobody has oily hair. What they have is an oily scalp. If you use a shampoo for oily scalp, because I'm going to use my bottle today, so I'll take it. if I use a shampoo for oily scalp, what'll happen? It'll clean the oil or the sebum off of the scalp. But what happens by the middle of the day, the sebaceous glands overwork and produce more oil, and the hair becomes oilier by the end of the day. So mango is a natural moisturizer. It's going to put the moisture into the hair. Rosemary is a natural astringent for the scalp. So the hair stays cleaner longer. So who this is for your clients that are frequent shampooers, everyday shampooers, a great family shampoo. For clients that are in good condition, just needs a little bit of moisture. Okay? Now, if that hair is normal to slightly dry or oily scalp, everyday conditioner, how much conditioning does that hair need? Not a whole lot. So what I call this is more of what I call a surface active rinse. It's got a pH of 3.5. So you'll put this on the hair, you'll work it through the hair, and then you'll rinse it out. You'll leave it on 30 seconds to a minute because the hair doesn't need that much conditioning. So it's just going to detangle the hair, put incredible shine, and put that little bit of moisture into the hair.
What did you call it, the very first thing you said?
A surface active rinse. Okay. Now, when I talked about the concentration level of our product, if this is a rinse, and when I think of a rinse, I think of a water-based product. I want you to see, look at the viscosity of this product. That's how thick this is. Ready? This is a rinse. Watch. You like that watch? Right? I know, it's getting late in the day, I'm getting sleepy. So the average client needs about that much product. That is it, right there. Not unless the hair is extremely long and extreme. Everybody in here, ready? That's it. So you can see why our price points on our product, how concentrated they are. So that's the everyday duo. Ready? Next duo is called Add Body. This is our volumizing duo. Every manufacturer has a volumizer. What Add Body has that makes it work. Ready? Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
This contains, follow me guys, this contains carrot seed extract and almond extract. Carrot seed and almond. Now, clients with fine hair, there's a lot of companies that have volumizers. They all work. Here's the challenge. How they work, they're so high on the alkaline side of the pH scale, it blows the cuticle open. So the hair looks volumized. What happens, it dries the hair out and strips hair color. Watch how different this is. Ours contains the carrot seed extract, which is beta-carotene. What beta-carotene does, it gets inside of the hair shaft and it pumps it up from the inside out. So not only, ready, is the hair going to look fuller and thicker, it's going to feel fuller and thicker when they use that body. So that's the shampoo. Now this is how different our brand is again. When you get to our conditioner, most clients with fine hair don't even want to use a conditioner because why? It weighs the hair down. Here's how you'll recommend this. Ashley,
I
right?
have a client that doesn't let me use conditioner on because when it comes in every Friday, she doesn't want me to use conditioner.
Well, Ashley is my client. Watch, Ashley. In our product, what we have is beta-carotene, which is carrot seed extract. It's going to make your hair look fuller and thicker. When you use our conditioner, follow me. 1 to 3 minutes for general conditioning. You ready? 3 to 5 minutes for more volume and more body and more conditioning. The longer you leave this on fine hair, the more volume it gets further. That's how different this is. If guys, follow me. If you are not educating your client, like I'm educating you, and you're talking about what happened on the X Factor, these stupid reality shows.
Because that's what she's always saying. Educate.
We didn't rehearse this, did we, buddy?
No, we did not.
The reason is, then they're not going to get the benefit of the product. They're not. This is a different brand, guys. This needs education. Okay. So how you'll recommend this? 1 to 3 for general conditioning, 3 to 5 for more intense conditioning or more volume and more body. Make sense? Okay. Next duo. This is called Control, and what this is our taming duo. This contains nettle and lavender. When I say this is free. Oh, you're going to chase me around the room?
No, I'm not.
Okay. What this contains, the nettle and lavender, when I say taming, this is for your clients, ready, that have got medium to coarse.
Which one is this?
Control.
Control.
Medium to coarse, naturally curly, dry, brittle hair. Hair that is moisture deficient. You guys know what hair I'm talking about, right? Now, here's the challenge. If Ashley used this product, she would absolutely hate it because it's so much moisture on fine hair, it's going to weigh the hair down. So medium to coarse, natural curly, dry, brittle hair. The compatible conditioner is controlled conditioner. How you'll recommend that? 1 to 3 for general conditioning, 3 to 5 for more intense. So all of our conditioners are 1 to 3 or 3 to 5, except the very first one, the everyday. That's the only one for about a minute. Just go and work it through. Okay? Next, this is our original shampoo, the first one that Juwan ever created, especially sulfate-free. And this should be your #1 seller, and this is called Fragile. Love this shampoo. Now here's who it's for. It's for all hair types, fine, medium, or coarse, and for any hair that's got multi-texture, perm, colored, relaxed. When in doubt, always go to Fragile. Here's how this works, and this is such a cool story. Most manufacturers, when they use their products, they use a synthetic protein and synthetic ingredients. The old days of Redken and all these. We use organic proteins and organic moisturizers. So what happens, if I use a shampoo on its hair that's got a synthetic protein, you can over-proteinize the hair and the hair will snap like a pencil. If I use a shampoo that's got a synthetic moisturizer in it, and it's got over 20 volume peroxide, you can stretch from here out to the parking lot, and there's the elasticity. With organic proteins and organic moistures, especially on hair that's got over 20 volume, the hair that needs protein will absorb the protein. The hair that needs moisture will absorb the moisture. So you cannot over-proteinize or over-moisturize with this shampoo. So when in doubt, always go to Fragile. If you have black clients, African-American clients that come in, the concept with that is, oh, their hair is like a Brillo pad. It's actually the opposite. It's like cotton. So when in doubt, always rely on Fragile to them. The compatible conditioner is Fragile conditioner. Guess what? 1 to 3 minutes for general, 3 to 5 for more intense. Okay, one of the things that I think that you'll love about doing business with this company, from an owner's point of view and from a stylist point of view, Juwan only comes out with a new product where he and Misaki see hair is going. So it's not like every month there's a new product, and there's another new product. So about 16 months ago, he sent me this new shampoo, and I read it, it says Rescue Anti-Aging. Now guys, I'm one of these guys, and I'm getting older, but I don't want to get older, and I'm not going to use an anti-aging shampoo. This is such a great story, you'll love this. When you were born, and you come out of the womb, your little bambino, your body starts to produce this hormone called DHT. So when you're a baby, you got not teens, a little bit more, 20s more, 30s, 40s. By the time you're 40s, 50s, and 60s, I mean, you're pumping it. The very first place that this hormone, DHT, attacks is the papilla, or the bulb of the hair. What it does, it smothers the bulb of the hair like a weed around the root of a flower. So as you get older, your hair becomes dull, it becomes lifeless, it becomes brittle, it breaks off or falls out. If you look at our ingredient deck on the back of our Rescue shampoo, this contains twice the amount of botanicals and organics that any of our other shampoos do. They've been formulated to go down inside of that follicle and flush out that papilla of the hair, getting all that DHT off of it. So what this shampoo will do, it will stop hair, A, from breaking off. It will stop hair from falling out. Guys, the next time that any of you in this room need shampoo, I challenge you, use this. Your hair will grow twice as fast with this shampoo.
Really?
Guaranteed.
What about for a teenager? What about for a teenager who's losing her hair?
Beautiful.
Seriously.
Wait, here's...
Because my daughter has a friend who has that problem.
Thank you for bringing that up. Quickly, not to get off track. Our #1 J. Beverly Hills salon in the whole East Coast is a salon in Baltimore City called Studio 1612. 39, you know 1612?
Yeah.
38 hairdressers,
Yeah.
all inked, young, inked and tattooed. Never moved this. I went and did a program about a year and a half ago and relaunched Rescue. As soon as I told them that their hair would grow twice as fast, they go through 8 dozen of these a week in the condition. 96 bottles.
Seriously.
Because you know why? Because they all wanted their hair to grow long.
Yeah.
And they got on this. We have a rep in our company, Sandy, who went through, her mom and her fiance died, I think within a matter of days, and was freaked out, was losing her hair, shedding, got on this, within 7 to 10 days, completely stopped the shedding. So if you have clients post and prenatal care, God bless, chemotherapy, and that hair comes out like fuzz. This is incredible. There is a competitive product, I won't even say it's competitive because it's so different, a product out on the market called Nioxin. And I was a big Nioxin user. Here's the challenge with Nioxin, I used it. The main ingredient in there is a synthetic ingredient called a vasodilator. If you ever use Nioxin, it turns your scalp beet red. What it is, it's blood pressure medicine. So it does work, but over a long period of time, what happened with my hair, it will dry your hair out and it will strip hair color. With this is completely the opposite. This is going to enhance your hair color, strengthen that hair. I'm telling you, in all my years, 39 years of being in this business, I've never used a shampoo like this in my life. I mean, literally, I was getting my hair cut like 4 to 6 weeks. Now it's 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, because I wear it kind of tight. I need to get a haircut. I just got a haircut before I left to go out of town 3 weeks ago. I've never seen anything like this. My hair's not breaking off. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal product. The key ingredients, there's so many, but it's like grapeseed oil, olive oil, biotin, zinc. It's all the things that hair is made of is in this product here. Now, when you go to shampoo, you're going to shampoo a little bit different with this. Tell your client. So they'll take it, they'll lather it up in their hands. Instead of going crazy, watch guys, for about 3 to 5 seconds, you'll take the balls of the fingertips and you want to massage it. Feels good too, doesn't it? Yeah. You want to massage it because you want those botanicals to get down inside of that follicle. When you go to rinse it out 3 to 5 seconds longer than you would anything else. You want to flush all that DHT out of the scalp. Use the conditioner, 1 to 3 for general, 3 to 5 for more intense. Same concept. Ready? Massage, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and then rinse it out 3 to 5 seconds longer. This is the most incredible shampoo conditioner you'll ever use. Even if your hair is in good condition, you'll see how fast your hair will grow with this. It's incredible.
Don't look at her and say good condition. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my hair is so
Danielle?
Danny, right?
Yep.
Danny. With her color, the fun colors on there, it'll even enhance that. It'll last longer with this. It won't go and wash them out because it strengthens the hair from the inside out. You guys, you will love, love, love that product. Okay, so there are core shampoos, and I'll just recap quickly. Every day, normal, the slightly dry hair that needs a little bit of moisture, oily scalp. Add Body, our volumizing duo with the carrot seed extract and the almond extract, the beta carotene. Control as our tanning shampoo, medium to coarse, natural curling, dry brittle hair, moisture deficient, lavender and thyme. Fragile, remember, it's got a balance of natural proteins, natural moisturizers, organic, any hair type, any hair texture, perm coat. When in doubt, always go to Fragile. And Rescue, the anti-aging miracle product in the bottle. So you can't go wrong with those. Okay? She's in the restroom?
Yeah, she was
okay.
okay.
I'll wait for because this is the next product. So guys, just in that quick segment, the other thing too, if you're going to retail and you forget something that I told you, the key bullet points, and you'll have your notes in front of you, of course, you turn the bottle around, there'll be 3 of the things that I told you will be a bullet point right there.
Oh, that's nice.
So you'll remember that.
Yeah.
That's
So-
good for me.
Yeah, I think in this little bit of time, I mean, just in shampoos, look how much this has helped you. Now you can go and retail something that you know something about. Like I said, you stay away from things that you don't know anything about, so. Comment, question?
Just being a good girl.
Yes, you
You're
are.
being quiet.
Yes, you are.
She behaving?
Is this the shampoo that you use, Linda? Rescue?
Yes, I do use Rescue. I use Add Body too now.
All that hair you've got, you use Add
I
Body?
don't have a lot of hair. If you stuck your hair in my head, you would see I have.
Stuck
I
your
just
hair in
don't-
my
I mean,
head?
if you stuck your hair.
It's been a long day.
No,
Yeah.
it's been a long couple days.
Yeah, she was here yesterday.
Oh, she was here yesterday?
Yeah, it's,
I was in Arlington till.
what time did you get home?
11:15. Got my bed.
You know, it's,
Yeah.
it's friend to friend Australia. You know, it's interesting. Juwan knows everybody out there, and she's a laughing stock in California.
You know,
Wow. She-
Really?
Yeah, I know it, I know
You know.
it.
Seriously?
She's a joke.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's all, this is made for TV.
Oh, yeah, that I get.
Yeah. Remember that TV show, you guys remember the original reality hairdresser show called Blowout with Jonathan?
Yeah.
That salon is Juwan's salon. It's 2 doors down from Juwan's, and Juwan, that was his academy.
Interesting.
Huh.
Turn that off and I'll tell you a real dirty backstory.
Oh, come on.